have to pay thousands to maintain it every month. What if I told you that
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Good morning, guys. Good morning. How is everybody this morning? Good morning. Welcome into the morning live. It's where we are diving in and discovering more on how to be a badass every day. If you're new here, my name is Marci. I do these morning lives to help you shift out of your current reality into the reality that you desire. I do not answer yes/no questions or do tarot readings in the morning lives. This is strictly educational purposes. It's a great way to step out of your comfort zone and do the things that you need to do in order to get the life that you truly want. Again, we are exploring You Are a Badass every day. What we do here is, before we get started with the reading, we will take 5 minutes and do a 5-minute meditation. It's just to relax and recenter yourself, ground yourself, quiet that chattering mind, and before we dive into the material. I hope everybody is having a beautiful morning. I know I am definitely drinking coffee. So if you don't have coffee and you're a coffee drinker, go get some coffee. We'll be here for at least an hour, just kind of chilling, relaxing, reading the book and discussing our call outs and how we can move into what we truly want to do, how we can apply this to our everyday life. There's always good tips in this. We are about almost halfway through this book, as you can see. I also have 2 sets of this book and the next book that we are going to be going into. So I am doing a giveaway. My friend and moderator who is in the live, Indigo, purchased these books for me for Christmas, and I had gotten them for Christmas. So I am doing a giveaway. There is a pinned post on my profile, and it tells you what you need to do. You just need to tag 3 friends in the video, type baddie, make sure you're following me. I want to get this account to 20,000. So the quicker we get there, the quicker I can give this away. Good morning, Lisa. How are you, baby? So check that out. Enter it there. I'll be posting more videos about it too. We want to get this out. We want to get more people involved. We want to have people here in the mornings with us learning how to be a badass, learning how to take control of their life. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I have to keep reminding myself what day it is. I'm all out of sorts just because, kids just went back to school yesterday. So I'm thinking it's like Tuesday. No, it's Thursday, which is great. But what is well, I'm sure everybody's like planning on being at work or already at work. Any plans for anybody today or coming up? My daughter is, she has a game at like 2 o'clock, and it's about 2 hours away. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, they will be streaming that game so I can watch. I love watching her. And it's nice that they do that from time to time. Because, of course, not all parents can take off during the day and go watch a game that's 2 hours away in the middle of the afternoon. And I'm also uploading different videos, taking little snippets of this book. Good morning, Wit. How are you? So I am, giving little punch-packed snippets of this book and uploading them. It's all already stuff that we have done. Oh, I need to upload I can do that later. I usually upload these lives to my YouTube channel as well. I'm a day behind, but I will get yesterday's and today's uploaded. So, if you've missed any lives, you don't have to worry. It's all there. Luckily, this book doesn't have quote-unquote homework. Of course, we're all in the honor system, and so it is a great way to keep yourself accountable, to apply this throughout your day. If anything, just take one piece of this live and apply it to your life and see how it changes and transforms it. Good morning, Christy. Yeah, so, I mean, in order to change, you have to change what you do, right? We have to come out of autopilot. We have to do something different. And this book gives you just little ideas on how to do that. How are you, Christy? So, I hope to see more people join us each and every day. Because why be a slave to the 9-to-5 grind if you don't have to be? Or maybe you're looking to get promoted within your company or make a change in your career. But you don't have to just wake up, go to work, sleep. We don't have to just go through life like that. You were meant for great things. So allow yourself to take that challenge. We're going to give it probably another 7 minutes or so for people to get in who want to, I know certain people are usually here, so we want to give them time to come in. I do not answer yes/no questions in the morning, sweetheart. That is strictly on my evening streams. You're welcome to join me then. You're welcome to stay around. These are, again, these morning lives help transform your life, so those questions that you ask in the evening, you kind of already learned what you need to do. It's been shown, studies have shown that doing, even just 20 minutes of personal development each and every day will change your life, especially if you apply what you learn. That's the biggest thing. You can read all the books in the world, but if you don't apply what it is that you're learning or you're reading, it's not going to change. You have to do something different. Good morning. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. So, as I said, this is a safe space. We get to discuss things openly, and really start to hold ourselves accountable. Some things, like I said, you can take away each day, something to change in your life, and make an effort to do things differently. That's one question you should always ask yourself. What can I do differently today? Have a great day, Lisa. Thank you for stopping by. Excuse me. How's everybody's morning so far? We'll give it about 5 more minutes. I don't know if Brittany's going to be making it in today. She is traveling, and I'm not sure about Lindsay either. I do questions on my evening stream. The morning, we are specifically doing You Are a Badass Every Day right now. So I do appreciate you asking, though. I do not answer yes/no's in the morning. If that's what you're at. If you have questions regarding the book or, you know, how to change your life or manifestation, I am glad to take them. I am usually on live by 8 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes it's a little earlier, but I try to be on by 8 p.m. Depending on what's going on with my kids. So, you're welcome. Thank you for asking. Indigo, how's work so far this morning? Good morning, Theo. How are you? Cindy, I do not answer yes/no questions in the morning. Busy. Oh, the good thing about busy, it makes the day go faster usually. Bus driving life. I didn't know you drove buses. Do you drive the big bus or do you drive the vans? You work for the county? That's cool. I didn't know that. That's just me keeping to myself in this small little town. Oh, for talk? Okay. Hi, Anissa. I do not answer yes/no questions in the morning. Those are specific to my evening streams. You're welcome to stay around. We are learning how to be a badass every day. So we'll be getting into our 5-minute meditation here shortly to get started to clear our head so we can absorb the information we are about to receive all over the county. Nice. Theo's one of my neighbors. He's, I don't know, 5 or 6 houses down. His son and my son are both in the same class. Best buddies. Your head is exploding because you don't know what you're doing. Aw. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Good thing to do. You're eating really bad. I feel that. Stick around. Do this meditation with us. You just need to get quiet. You just need to learn how to clear your head. You're overthinking, you're overanalyzing. And it's a good practice to put into place to calm yourself. You're letting a lot of anxiety and stress take a hold of you. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. We're getting ready to do our 5-minute meditation to start off our day. And then we will be getting into the book here shortly. Sorry, I don't answer yes/no questions in the morning. I just want it to be how it's supposed to be. Well, how do you feel it's supposed to be? what would indicate or imply that it is the way that you want it to be. You have to know what you want and know what it would potentially look like or how you would feel in order to manifest something like that into your life, sweetheart. Alright guys, I'm going to set the timer for our 5-minute meditation. We just want to close our eyes, take some deep breaths, take a deep breath in for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, and exhale for 4 seconds. Okay, relax, unclench your jaw, relax your body, and let your thoughts just fade away. Let it move. Okay, don't entertain the thoughts. If you do, that's okay. Just bring it back to your breath. Focus on your breath. So we're going to get into that. I'm going to set the timer. I'm going to go off screen for that moment, and I'll be back once the time is up. So we can get into this. Here we go. Okay, guys, time is up. Meditation over. Hopefully y'all are feeling a little bit more centered and grounded. Excuse me. Welcome in, guys. I do not answer yes/no questions in the morning. That is strictly on my evening streams. You are welcome to join me back later on this evening. You're welcome to stick around. We are doing our self-development in the morning, finding ways how to change our life. We are focused on You Are a Badass Every Day. So we'll be getting into that here in just a moment. And there we go. And they're gone. Alright. Theo, I don't know if you're still in here. I saw you had to go back to work. I hope you have a great day. Alright. So, we are starting off. How determined you are determines how successful you are. Makes sense, right? Again, kind of like when we were talking about excuses. If we let our excuses get the best of us, we're not going to be that successful, right? So we have to find the determination. We have to find something that really strikes a chord with us or lights a fire underneath us. When I do not answer yes/no questions in the morning, please don't spam. I will be back later on tonight and can answer those. But for now, we are doing our morning motivation. So, find someone who has succeeded at what you aim to do and figure out how they did it. No, you're fine. It's alright. I just know some people will just keep posting it and keep posting it. So, yes/no questions are in my evening stream, guys. This is my morning motivational live. You're welcome to stay around on how to change your life. We would love for you to join us. Again, find someone who has succeeded at what you aim to do and figure out how they did it. Research their background. Hire them as a consultant. Take them out for a Reuben and pick their brains. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. And those who've gone before you can save you an insane amount of time, money, and heartache by sharing what they've learned. Plus, surrounding yourself with proof of what's possible is the best way to sustain an excellent, I'm gonna make this happen for myself attitude. So again, we've talked about that. A lot of people come in here and they will ask the questions about, you know, how can I be successful in business, or will I be successful in my business? If you're starting out a new business, obviously, and maybe you have something that is completely freaking unique, but there are so many people who have gone before you who you could, just like as she said, either hire as a consultant, you know, take them out to lunch, send them an email. A lot of these people have coaching programs to help you. Invest in yourself. Don't try to do everything on your own. Why try to figure it all out when it's been figured out already? Take the time to invest in yourself. Invest the time, money, and, you know, motivation in the right spots. Don't try to figure it all out on your own. Don't try to do everything by yourself. There's help out there. There's resources out there. And if money is an issue, there's other things that you can do, right? There might be, you know, a lecture that's happening, you know, for free around where you live, or there might be something online that you could even, like, just a little bit of guidance is going to take you a long way if you act upon it. Thank you for the follow. All right. More than any of our other senses, our sense of smell can completely captivate and surround us in its singular world. Smells can instantly call up emotions, calm us down, provide clarity and focus, motivate us, heal us, balance us, and make us time travel. This shoe store smells exactly like my elementary school cafeteria. Sense of smell, really, I mean, I know there are certain things that take me back just like that. I'm not doing any readings right now, honey. The yes no questions and tarot readings, they're all on my evening stream. My morning streams are all motivational on how you can save your life. Yeah, save your life. Change your life. And save your life potentially. So you're welcome to stay, or you can come back later when I'm back on later this evening. Spend some special time with your nose today. Stop along the street and smell the roses, literally, as well as any other fragrant flower or gust of air or perfumed lady you happen to pass. Buy a lavender pouch or some essential oils, or bring some flowers inside and put them in a vase. Relish the incredible and often totally overlooked world of scents and follow your nose to feeling happy and grateful. Stick around, honey. These are wonderful morning lives. We have a lot of fun. We all get called out and we all learn something. It's important to take what you hear here. That was a little weird. Take what you hear and apply it to your day, right? Just like she said, right now, focus on your nose. You know, go find something that smells good, right? That you can appreciate. You know, whether it's flowers or whether it's, you know, creating your own, I don't know what they're called, like creating your own potpourri, so to speak, and have with you, or keep something by you that relaxes and calms you and makes you feel good. All right. I know that one of my big challenges here on Earth is learning to master or even acquire a tiny smidge of patience. Isn't that true for all of us? Because the universe always gives us exactly what we need. I currently find myself living in a historical town full of elderly seniors who refuse to surrender their driver's license. Lost tourists, 15-mile-an-hour speed limits, and endless mazes of narrow, confusing streets. Thank you for the follow. The other day, I got trapped behind someone who was so lost, incompetent, dedicated to helping me grow, that I was forced to sit through not one, but 2 rounds of light changes. Ladies and gentlemen, while they tried and failed to make a left turn, I heard myself yelling, "Oh God, I hate you," only to immediately afterward mumble, "Here I go, it's happening right now." In order to change unwanted behavior patterns, it's helpful to become aware of what sets us off so we can practice catching ourselves in the act. The moment you realize the not-so-great behavior is rearing its head, you can interpret it by saying something like, "Here I go, it's happening right now." Then step back to watch yourself and make a more impressive choice about how to respond. As I sat there at the intersection, embarking on round 3 of, will this person finally make a turn, instead of fantasizing about following them around for the rest of the day while leaning on my horn and screaming obscenities out the window, I sat back, rolled down my window, and looked at the flowers growing in the median. The exciting and educational conclusion to this story is that I made it to my doctor's appointment with 2 whole minutes to spare. I know, if that's not a call out, for real. Take a moment to think about which situations or people tend to trigger your not so favorite side of yourself. Who or what inspires you to turn into a grouch, get gossipy, apologize unnecessarily, cheat on your diet, whine and complain, make excuses, talk badly about yourself and or others, throw temper tantrums, overdo it with the tequila shots? Once you wake up to your danger zones, you're better prepared to catch and shift your behavior before you do something you regret. You needed that today. Good morning, Amanda. Yeah. So, and especially where you live, Amanda, I know how the traffic is there. So that is very easily to get triggered. But this is important. That's why I talk about always being present, always being aware, being in the present and understanding where you're reacting. Right? Something as simple as somebody not moving fast enough in the turning lane. We all have done it. If you haven't, you're lying. I'm sorry, but if you're a driver and you've never gotten impatient because you thought you were going to be late, you're lying. You're lying. Or you just have the best time management skills, which is possible. Some of us, prepare to be there a half hour early and, so it doesn't affect us too much. But I know even when I plan to be somewhere that early, like if I'm not there at 30 minutes before, I'm still freaking out. Even though I give myself all this time. So, yeah, I mean, just this is where we have to become aware of our triggers. We have to be aware of who's triggering us. Why are they triggering us? What exactly is it that is rearing its ugly head? Right? This is all about patience. A lot of it, we're all impatient. We want things now. We live in a instant gratification society. We do. We want everything now. Right? But time is an illusion. Right? What we feel the concept of time is doesn't truly exist. It's an illusion. Yes, it feels very real because we can base it upon the sunrise and the sunset and, when we start work, when we end work, that time in between. But when we want something, it's not always giving to us, first thing, like as soon as we want it. There are things that we have to work towards. There are things we have to do. Good morning, patty cakes. So, it's important to be aware. It's important to be present and notice those triggers. Something as simple as driving, right? That's our everyday thing. And those are the times where we usually do go into autopilot. That's why it's so important to notice it and bring yourself to the present and recognize what you're doing. Good morning, baby. How are you? I like this. I want everybody to do this next little snippet. I want you to promise me you'll do this. You have to do this. Treat yourself to something special today. I don't care if it's a nap. I don't care if it's a lunch, like a super special lunch. Do something nice for yourself today. Really take the time to treat yourself right. Treat yourself to something special today. Good morning, Issa. True power comes from thinking what you want to think, regardless of how things appear, or what other people say, or how impossible your ideas may seem. Your thoughts are what led the charge through all of the obstacles, doubts, and dark nights of the soul that are standing between where you find yourself now and where you are headed. Grand Rising. Think courageously, think largely, think audaciously, think magically. We're doing good this morning. How are you? So, again, we're treating ourselves to something nice today. We're doing something nice for ourselves. Thank you for the roses. I'm sorry I do not answer yes, no questions in the morning. I will be back later this evening to answer them. You're welcome to come back. You're welcome to stay. We are doing a morning motivation. We are diving into You Are a Badass Every Day, learning how to apply this to our everyday life. It is impossible to hold on to the past and seize the day at the same time. right? We can't be worrying and, going over the past while we're trying to make a difference in today, right? We can't. We cannot do that. We're either present or we're, stressing about what happened. We're over analyzing things that have happened, or we're having anxiety for what's to come, right? You can't seize the day and make a difference in your life if you're constantly overplaying what you did in the past or worrying about how it's going to affect you in the future. So, choosing to hang with people like this who light you up and lift you up, is a requirement for badassery. You are who you hang around with. You are who you associate with. Choose wisely. Refusing to share your finite and precious time on earth with toxic, cranky-ass energy suckers who don't bring anything to the party, except perhaps a bucket of turds, is also a requirement for badassery. If there's anyone in your life who's a negative force, make the decision right now to deny them access to you, or as little access as possible, if they sit next to you at work or live with you. Do not share your hopes and dreams with them. Be busy every time they want to hang out. Take forever to respond to their texts and emails and eventually stop responding at all. Phase them out of your life. If they don't take the hint, you're going to have to explain that you've moved on. Breaking up is never fun, but the good news is the conversation usually goes quick. 2 minutes of pain for a lifetime of freedom. And I know it's never fun to hurt someone's feelings, no matter what the circumstances. But it's important to look at the breakup with someone toxic as you being nice to yourself, not as you being mean to them. Putting on your grown-up pants and giving the heave-ho to toxic people not only beats the hell out of dragging around the dread of dealing with them, but if you're unhappy in the relationship, you'll be doing them a favor as well as letting them go. Right? As difficult as it may be. I mean, we all have people that we've known for years and years and years. We love them. We adore them. But they're the negative Nancy. The sky is fallen. They're Chicken Little, right? You have to be aware of what you're allowing into your energy, what you're allowing to stop you from moving forward. If the person is always expecting something bad to happen, you're gonna pull that in unknowingly half the time, no matter how protective you are of yourself. And I mean, it sucks, but when this happened, when I had to do this with a lot of people, eventually they came around and they raised themselves up, right? They wanted to know what I was doing, and they got interested. They joined me, right? But you have to cut ties from that and deal with the negativity and the, like I said, the sky is fallen type of people in order to make changes in your life, in order to discover more of who you are. It doesn't mean that you stop loving them. You never stop loving them, right? We always wish them well, and we hope to see them join us. We imagine them being better version of themselves, understanding, being, hopeful or, cheerful. We want that for them too. And there is nothing wrong with that. But sometimes we need to cut ties and take a break. Otherwise, we're going to stay stuck. And we have to make that decision. Do we want to stay stuck? Do we want to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again? Do we want to stay in autopilot? I do readings, but not in my morning lives. That's all in my evening lives. Alright, guys. Stand up. Stretch your arms. Grab your wrist and stretch to one side. And then do the same for the other side. Oh my goodness, I'm not standing up, but holy crap. Bend over and reach for your toes. Slowly roll up to standing. Drop your hands to your sides. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. 5 times. So let's do that. Let's do 5 deep breaths. In. And out. That's 1. Breathe deep. And out. 3 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more times. Take a deep breath in. Breathe it out. On this last breath, think about how lovable you are and how much you love the people you love. Take a deep breath in. Blow it out. Repeat that all day. Do you notice how different you feel? I know I do. I mean, I'm the one. I know at times when I'm reading, I get a little nervous. That helps. I feel much more calm. I feel much more relaxed. It's always good to stretch yourself throughout your day anyway. It's just like she's saying, stand up, put your arms up, bend side to side. My whole back cracked that first time. And then reach over, touch your toes, and slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time, roll up to a standing position. And then do your breathing exercises. Breathe deeply. Relax. Calm yourself. It takes you 30 seconds to do all of that, right? Maybe a little bit more. But take the time to just breathe during the day. Life is full of so much chaos and anxiety and, all of this negative energy being shot at you, right? Chaos just within your workday. Take the time to do this for nobody other than yourself and maybe the survival of your coworkers at times. Call someone and tell them you love them. Call as in pick up the phone, not as in send a text. You don't need to make a big deal of it. Just call and tell them you were thinking about them and about how much you love them and you just wanted to let them know. The end. Be the light in someone's day today. See how that makes you feel, right? It's such a small gesture, but it has a big impact. Tell somebody that you appreciate them. Not just like, hey, thanks, man. Like, no, I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing that for me. That saved me time or whatever. Like, be the light in someone's day today. Express gratitude and appreciation for others. You are a magical creature who lives in a magical universe. Stay with me here. I know it sounds like we're going down unicorn lane, but this is really important. When you step back from your everyday earthly life and remember that you are a spiritual being who is one with the energy of the infinite universe, you suddenly won't have the patience for things like worrying that you'll never get into medical school, or that your butt is too big, or that someday that picture of you doing a beer bong in a tube top will end up on the internet. If it's a yes/no question, I don't answer them in the mornings. If it's a question in regarding to the book I'm reading, absolutely, or anything along the lines of manifestation or changing your life, yes. But if it's a yes/no question, those are all in my evening stream. Trust in the force, grasshopper. If you can think it and you desire it and you align your thoughts words and actions with it, you can manifest it. There's no need to play small, to shrink back from anything that you fear is too big, too impossible, too out there. You are a boundless being. Open wide your mind to the possibility and leap largely into your life. And that's the thing. A lot of people will look at manifestation and look at it as wishing. And part of it is, right? When we're trying to manifest something in our life, it starts off as this big pipe dream maybe. Maybe you want to change careers. Maybe you want to, switch up where you live. Maybe you want to move. Maybe you want a different car, right? Maybe there is a dream car out there. And, at first maybe it does seem unreachable. But if you can truly think and you can truly believe that you can do this, you will. But you have to have that motivation. You have to have that determination. Otherwise, your excuses are going to get the best of you and it's not going to happen. Right? It'll be like, oh, you'll never get that car. That costs this much amount of money. That's more than you make in a year. Right? You'll talk yourself out of it. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can manifest anything in your life. You can manifest a free car if you really wanted to. I've done it. I've manifested a free car. I've manifested the house that I live in. If you knew how much I paid for my home, it would blow your mind. It would blow your mind. Anything is possible. Anything. I manifested a $50,000 two $25,000 eye surgeries. When I was told my whole life I would have to deal with my eyes being the way that they were. You don't settle. Don't play small. If you want something, believe it's yours already and go after it. You are magical. You do have the power. You have the power to change your life in an instant. But you have to choose to do it and you have to believe it's possible. You have to believe in yourself. You have to have confidence within yourself. And you can. You absolutely can. You can be the most successful person out there. You could be the next Elon Musk if you want. Obviously, your name's not Elon, but you could be the next big thing. If that's your dream and if that's what you truly do desire. But it has to be your burning desire. Purposeful intention, exactly. Thank you. Exactly. You can do it. You can do anything you truly do desire. But you have to be willing to put in some work. You can't just be like, you can't wish and hope and sit on your butt and wait for it to fall into your lap. It doesn't work that way. Your intuition will push you to do things, and if you don't do them, you ain't going nowhere. You have to get uncomfortable. You have to make phone calls, or you have to go see people, right? You might have to, take out a loan. You might have to, stand in front of people and tell them your plan. But what's 5 minutes of being uncomfortable to a lifetime of feeling comfortable, of being successful, of feeling good? Look at it that way. Getting uncomfortable for a short period of time for maximum benefits. I don't know about you, but that's a no-brainer to me. I can tell you the first time I went live, I was scared shitless. Scared. But I took 20 minutes. I went on live on Facebook and showed a blanket I had made. And you know what? It created orders. I had more orders to make more blankets. And, next thing you know, I'm doing different things. And here I am, reading a book on TikTok, doing tarot readings on TikTok, connecting with people. Oh, those peoply things, right? I know. Okay. Moving on. Make eye contact with and notice the eye color of as many of your fellow humans as possible today. Also, smile at them. And if you're feeling especially daring, engage them in conversation. Notice any feelings or observations that come up. Write down anything you've learned from this experience that you want to make a regular part of your everyday, happier, more connected life. It's funny because there are times where, even people and love, like even your siblings, right? Or perhaps your partner, or even your children. Like, seriously, take a time to look at their eyes. Look at your coworker. Notice the eye color. Maybe they change. Maybe their eye color changes. My eye color changes. It can be anywhere from gray to bright green. Notice it. See the changes. My favorite are people with brown eyes. My favorite. Because you're just expecting like one sort of color, right? But if you look at their eyes, just the right, like when the light hits it, some of them turn like a golden brown. Some of them, are even darker. Like, it's truly amazing the difference in color with any shade of eye color, mind you. And notice, and like truly notice, especially if you work with people consistently, like notice if their eye color shifts with what they wear, or maybe the weather, or maybe they get upset. When I get mad, I get yellow. It's so weird. I get yellow around my pupils. I don't know. It's funny, but those are just little things. Start noticing some of the little things about people. Give them a smile. Make their day. Yes, exactly, Indigo. I agree. When you really start looking people in the eye, and you really make that connection, I think it brings more definition to the eyes are the windows to the soul, right? Because you have that connection. It's like that soul connection. And realizing it kind of makes you realize like we truly are all connected in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, it is. It is such a different experience. And I've done it to where I've shut down too, to where I won't look at people in the eyes, right? Even though I know better. I know it's important. I know it's a way to connect with people. But sometimes I just don't want to. I'm overstimulated, I'm overwhelmed, and I don't. And it's another noticing. You're sure that they hear what you're saying. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Agree. Because once you make that eye contact, if they shift, they're trying to avoid it. But if they lock and they truly are, connected, they're hearing everything. Because they have no choice. Okay, we'll do at least one more. Success equals your dreams plus fear plus doing it anyways. I have a friend who spent the majority of her adult life single. For years she tried and failed to find the man of her dreams. She went on a 4,910 online dates, sat through countless awkward setups orchestrated by well-meaning friends and family, meditated, wrote in her journal, made vision boards, got her legs waxed, flirted, joined clubs, sometimes succeeded and sometimes failed to believe true love would ever find her. Eventually, she met a guy at a party that some of her friends were throwing, and now she's happily married with a great kid, and she can barely even remember what her past lonely heart life felt like. We'll tell someone on their phone something, and do they hear you the first time? No, you're right. Absolutely. You're absolutely right, Indigo. When you're on the phone, even me, I'm like, wait, what'd you say? You're right. So when you're in person with somebody and you can actually connect, yeah, absolutely. And it's the same thing. If you're in person and somebody's behind you and you're like looking this way, it's horrible for me. If you're not like looking at me with eye contact, I can't hear you. It happens with Justin all the time. I'm like, what did you say? I can't hear you. You're absolutely right. Because I want him to look at me, and partly because I read lips. So, so that's huge. Having eye contact and, you know, engaging. Absolutely. I agree. When we reach our goals, eventually they become our new normal. We settle into our new lives and forget how magnificent an accomplishment it is that we're where we are now. Take a moment and think about all the things that once seemed so impossible or far away or never going to happen for you, and about which one in which you're now like, oh, this old thing? Maybe you felt like you were never going to lose the weight, and now your trimmed down bod is just your normal body. Or maybe you were always scrounging for cash and obsessed with how you were going to afford to take the bus to work, and now money flows to you easily, and you rarely think about it anymore. Take stock of the new normals in your life. Really take the time to dig deep. Then write them all down and stare at them like the miracles that they are. If you can do all that, you can do anything. Right? Maybe setting out the goal to get a college degree seemed nearly impossible. Right? That's 4 years. Sometimes that's 4 years of your time. Maybe you still needed to work, but you did it. Right? Look at the things that you've already done in your life that at one point in time seemed nearly impossible, but yet you did it. Right? Could be something as buying a car. I know my first car, I didn't think I was ever going to get. I never thought I was going to be able to purchase, and I bought it brand new. First car I bought was a brand new car. Never thought it would be possible. I never thought I would own a brand new car because of where I grew up and the mentality that I grew up in. But the first car I purchased was a brand new 1999 Ford Escort ZX2 Sport Edition. I was 18 or 19. So, you know, if a 18, 19-year-old can purchase a brand new car with like no credit, anything is possible. Yeah, exactly. Same. My first car is still my newest car. It had the less amount, I think it had like 20 miles on it. My other cars, even though they may have been new, I don't even know. No, I don't think I've, I don't think I've purchased a brand new car since then. And if I did, it had, my Impala might have been brand new. I don't think it was though. I don't know. 1 year age Escort Sport as well, 85. Nice. Nice. Hey man, they were good cars to start out with. Alright. Make the conscious effort to stay present and do your best with every single endeavor you undertake today. If you're washing the dishes, notice the sound of the water. Feel the squish of the sponge and pay close attention to getting every little bit clean. If you're listening to your friends describe the seemingly endless dream she had last night, really listen to her. Be fully present and available. Connect with what she's going through. Marvel at the staggering creativity of her subconscious mind. Be the best friend she's ever had. If you're working out at the gym, connect with your body. Be aware of the miracle that is being able to bend your knee. Push yourself past where you usually stop. Make this your most purposeful day on earth. Win the gold medal for excellence in every category, from communicating with your partner to building your business, to being the best damn letter mailer ever to enter the post office. Write down any specific actions or thoughts that made a huge difference in your results today, and make a point to repeat these thoughts and actions until they become habits. So I'm going to end it there. Because I want us to work. That's what I want us to do today. I want us to be completely and utterly present today. I want to hear about this tomorrow or today. You can even check in on one of my videos, or you can post in the groups. I have a Facebook group. I have a Discord group. Those are all in my profile. And you can share what you learned if you like. You don't have to. Nothing is ever required. But I want you to be intentional today. I want you to do things in the present moment. Right? If you're working, right? If you're writing something, I want you to notice the way that you're writing. Slow down. I know for me, like, I have doctor's handwriting. I'm not going to lie. I have doctor's handwriting because I'm always like... You should see my signature. It's ridiculous. And, but I notice, like, especially when I'm working on something, you know, whether it's for a video or whether it's for ideas, you know, things to work on to, you know, create. I write so neatly because I'm being present and I'm watching what I'm doing, right? And there's times where I'm just writing down ideas because I don't want to lose them. But, like, if I'm focused, my handwriting is so nice. I was like, where'd that come from? So, be present today. You know, if you're working in front of a computer, pay attention to how each key is different. The keystroke hits different. Listen. See. Right? Feel. Smell. And with your meals today, I want you to savor the flavors. And actually, here's a fun one for you. I want you to just imagine before lunch, before dinner, or 11Z's or second breakfast, whatever it is that you have. I want you to imagine, like, just the feeling of being satisfied, of that was a delicious meal. And I want you to see what comes up. Don't think about what you're going to have. Maybe there is something that you want. If that's the case, I want you to taste it before hours before you have it. But more importantly, I want you to focus on the feeling of being satisfied. I want you to imagine that deliciousness. Like, wow, that was an amazing lunch. That was an amazing dinner. I couldn't have done better myself. Even if you are the one that made it. Right? I outdid myself today. That was so delicious. I just want you to see what happens. Maybe you maybe you already have something planned for dinner, but then all of a sudden it's just like, no, get this instead, or make this instead. And see. Play with this. Have fun with this. So, what are you going to focus on today? Are you going to focus on being present? Are you going to focus on your triggers? either way, if you're being present, you're going to notice this all. So make the promise to yourself that you're going to be present as often as possible today. Yes, treat yourself today too. Treat yourself well. Right? Do something special for yourself. So if you can be exactly, so treat yourself well, right? Treat yourself to something special. You might be treating yourself to a different dinner. Maybe you decide that you're going to order, right? You're going to order from your favorite restaurant. Or maybe you're going to stop by the butcher and pick up, a big piece of delicious meat. Big old steak or something. But treat yourself well today. Do something nice for yourself. Right? Be present. Notice where your energy gets pulled. Where does your energy flow naturally? Is that where you want it to continue to flow? Or do you want to shift it? Are you getting pulled into the negative by coworkers or friends or family? Maybe reach out to somebody. That was part of today's readings too. Reach out to someone. Say hello. Right? Tell them that you were thinking of them. Make their day. It'll make your day too. Pick up the phone, right? Or stop by and see them. Even better. Right? We don't want to, you could send a text. You absolutely can. But there's just something about hearing a person's voice. The sincerity in, I've been thinking about you. How are you doing? I miss our talks. I'm hoping all is well. So what are you going to do today? What's first on your list? What are you going to focus on? I will definitely be more present for sure. But I'm going to reach out to somebody today. I don't know who yet. I'm going to reach out to somebody and I'm going to tell them that I'm going to listen to my intuition. The right person I'm supposed to reach out to is going to come to me. And I will reach out to them. I do this all the time. But I'm going to cook with intention today too. Right? Because it is amazing how different food tastes when you're focused on cooking with intention versus just throwing it all together. Have you ever noticed that? Notice that today. Right? If you cook for yourself, really be in the present moment. Put love into it. Put intention behind it. And notice how much different it tastes. There you go. You could be a multitasker, absolutely. They're asking you to go ground correctly. Nice. Definitely pay attention. Definitely. It's incredible how different you feel when you do things like that. I don't answer yes/no questions in the morning. That's strictly on my evening stream. You're welcome to come back and ask that later on tonight. But yeah, so I'm excited for today. I'm always excited for the day. You just never know what's going to show up because you know what? It's going to be a great day regardless. You are the luckiest person in the world. Everything comes to you so easily and effortlessly, right? You were pleasantly surprised today. Things just show up for you. What can you play with today? This day is magnificent. Yes. You should always have something that you go back to, right? Especially when you kind of get sucked back into autopilot. What's something that switches you out of that into being, intentional to have a good day? What is the overall theme of your day that you want? have fun with this. Alright guys, I'm going to log off. I'm going to get yesterday's video uploaded and work on today's, hopefully before I leave to babysit. I will be back later at some point. I'm going to watch my daughter play basketball later, and I'm going to be focused on her while she's playing. And I'm just going to have a great day. I hope you all have a magnificent day too. So I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Make it a great day.